The story of Prophet Adam Alaihis Salam is not only one of creation, fall, and repentance, but also one of profound responsibility as the first prophet. After being sent to earth, Adam was entrusted with the monumental task of being the first guide for humanity. His role as the first prophet marked the beginning of Allah's plan for human beings to live righteous lives, worship Allah, and carry forward the message of monotheism. Adam's life on earth was not simply about existence, but about fulfilling a divine mission that would affect the course of all future generations. After the fall from paradise, Adam and his wife, Hawa, were no longer in the perfect environment of the garden. The earth was a new and challenging place for them to live, but it was here that Adam's true role would unfold. He was not only to live as the first human, but also to teach his descendants about Allah, about the principles of righteous living, and about the importance of worship. Adam's role as the first prophet was about setting the foundation for humanity's relationship with Allah and establishing the path that all of mankind would need to follow. As the first prophet, Adam was the first to receive divine revelation from Allah. This revelation was not just about how to worship Allah, but also about how to live righteously, how to uphold justice, and how to treat one another with kindness and respect. Allah gave Adam knowledge, wisdom, and guidance that would help him carry out his responsibilities. He was the first to learn the laws of Allah and was tasked with passing this knowledge on to his children and future generations. This revelation became the blueprint for all future prophets and the foundation of all divine messages that would come to humanity. Adam's guidance went beyond mere instructions. It was about exemplifying righteous living. His life was a model for his descendants to follow. Adam demonstrated the qualities of a true servant of Allah: obedience, humility, patience, and gratitude. He taught his children that obedience to Allah's commands was the key to a successful life. His own experience of disobedience and repentance in paradise was an important lesson. It taught him the importance of seeking Allah's forgiveness and the role that repentance plays in one's relationship with Allah. By the example of his life, Adam showed humanity that no matter how far one may stray, the path of repentance is always open, and Allah's mercy is limitless. One of the first lessons that Prophet Adam Alaihis Salam taught his descendants was the concept of Tawhid, the oneness of Allah. As the first human and the first prophet, Adam carried the message of monotheism to the first generation of humans. He taught them that Allah is the only creator, the only sustainer, and the only worthy object of worship. This message of the oneness of Allah was central to all the messages that would follow throughout the history of humanity. It was Adam who laid the foundation for this important belief, which would be carried forward by all the prophets who came after him. Prophet Adam Alaihis Salam was also tasked with establishing a just society. He taught his descendants the principles of justice and fairness, emphasizing the importance of treating one another with kindness and respect. He established the importance of communal responsibility and the need for cooperation in building a harmonious society. As the first human being, Adam's leadership was crucial in shaping the values that would guide humanity in their interactions with each other and with Allah. His teachings helped lay the foundation for moral and ethical conduct that would be passed down through generations. In addition to his role as a father and teacher, Adam was also the first to experience the realities of life on earth. The earth was not like paradise. There were challenges, hardships, and struggles that Adam and his family had to face. They had to work the land, find sustenance, and endure the tests of life. But through it all, Adam remained patient and steadfast in his faith. He showed his children that life on earth would not always be easy, but it was through perseverance, faith, and trust in Allah that one could navigate the challenges of life. Adam's life on earth was not just about his own experience, but about the legacy he left for humanity. As the first prophet, he planted the seeds of faith, teaching his children about the importance of worship, repentance, justice, and obedience to Allah. He passed on the knowledge and wisdom that Allah had given him, ensuring that future generations would have the guidance they needed to live righteous lives. Adam's role as a prophet was foundational for the message of Islam and for the lives of all the prophets who would follow him. Through Adam's example, humanity learned that the path to Allah is one of sincerity, humility, and devotion. Despite the challenges he faced, Adam never lost faith in Allah. He was always ready to turn to Allah in repentance, and he showed his children how to do the same. Adam's story teaches us that our lives are full of tests and challenges, but it is through our faith in Allah, our obedience to his commands, and our repentance for our mistakes that we can achieve true success. One of the most significant aspects of Prophet Adam's life on earth was his relationship with Hawa, Eve. They were the first family, and together they set the example for future generations of families. Their relationship was based on mutual respect, love, and cooperation, and they were partners in the task of guiding humanity. Adam's teachings on family life, love, and respect were passed down to his children, who would go on to establish their own families. The lessons learned in their family life would shape the structure of society and become essential components of human civilization. The role of Prophet Adam, Alaihis Salam, as the first prophet also included the responsibility to warn his descendants about the consequences of disobedience and sin. While he taught them about the mercy of Allah and the importance of repentance, he also made them aware that disobedience to Allah's commands would lead to negative consequences. This balanced approach of teaching both the rewards of obedience and the dangers of sin is one of the key elements of a prophet's mission. Adam was the first to warn humanity about the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness, and this message would be echoed by all the prophets who came after him. Prophet Adam's, Alaihis Salam, role as the first prophet was crucial in shaping the course of human history. He not only guided his own family, but also established the foundation for the guidance that would be passed on to future generations. His story is one of creation, fall, repentance, and redemption. It teaches humanity about the importance of obedience to Allah, the consequences of disobedience, the power of repentance, and the importance of faith, justice, and righteousness. The legacy of Prophet Adam, Alaihis Salam, lives on today. His teachings continue to guide humanity, reminding us of our purpose in this world and the importance of living according to Allah's guidance. His life is a testament to the enduring power of faith, the boundless mercy of Allah, and the responsibility each of us has to worship Allah and live righteous lives. Prophet Adam, Alaihis Salam, was not just the first human being. He was the first teacher, the first father, and the first prophet who laid the foundation for the message that would shape the future of all mankind.